All right, everybody. I told you I got a surprise in the mail yesterday, and I was only expecting one of these, but I was graciously gifted by a very good person in East Texas. Two of these are supposed to be 2-year seedlings, and I'm going to reveal that these are actually a hybrid of Sabal Causiarum or Causiarum Puerto Rican hat palm crossed with a palmetto. So the story of this is really interesting. I can include the link to Palm Talk in the description of this video, but evidently these came from the college campus in Gainesville. I guess there's a Causiarum and a palmetto. I guess there was some hybridization that very likely occurred. Seeds were given out by a gentleman back in 2009-ish time frame. The individual who I got these from picked up some seeds. He grew them out, and he had one particularly super vigorous one that has been through tons of cold weather. He's got pictures on the thread which just are absolutely amazing every time you look at them. It definitely looks like it is a Causiarum to a degree, just because of how big it is, just its sheer size. It went through February 2021. It defoliated quite a bit, and there you go. That's how windy it is here. It defoliated in 21. It lost all of its leaves, all of its fronds, came back to life, and it is just incredibly huge. And even in our ice storms, doesn't really have any issues. But actually, the story goes is that his over 2020 or in our 2021 freeze saw -5, and it continued to live and continued to do well. So for me, I have a spot in the back part of our property where I actually have a Baldhead Palmetto that is a tiny seedling who's growing. And then I have a Causiarum right just about 5 or 7 feet from that one. And then I have an empty planter and an empty little island area, which I'm going to plant one of these guys. I'm going to go with the one probably on the left over here. I have to refill the dirt because the wind is pretty strong today. And then, so I'm going to have a palmetto, I'm going to have a Causiarum, and then I'm going to have the hybrid of the two. So if you don't know what this palm is, it's pretty famous. It's called Sabal Megatron, and I think Megatron, from asking my children, is just the fact that this thing is like invincible. It's been through -5, which is just an insane feat. So I'm going to plant this guy out probably on Sunday when it warms up a little bit. It's Texas, so yesterday we were over 80 degrees. Today we're in the 50s, pretty windy. Give it tomorrow and we'll be under 50, but then we're back in the 60s and 70s and stuff like that afterwards. So this is what I got. I was super generous individual to give these to me. I guess they grow very, very, very quickly. So I'm going to put these in the ground. I'm assuming we're going to get probably some split leaves, maybe even a palmate leaf this or next year. And we're going to watch these guys grow. So if you're watching out there, I appreciate that you had sent these to me, man. Thank you so much. I'll give these to a good home. For everybody else, once again, these are a hybrid of Causiarum and palmetto, Sabal Megatron's descendants. So I'm not really sure what we'll call these, but these are awesome palms. Super happy to have them. Definitely worth being in our collection. Can't wait to put these in the ground. So stay tuned for a planting video probably over the weekend, and you'll see the ultimate home and resting place for these two. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the guesses. Like and subscribe and follow along as we plant every Sabal we humanly can. And if you have ones out there that I don't have, even if they're not from my zone, let me know. I'll plant them.